welcome to B4U, the man of the year. I'm going to say that to him. Mr. V, Ranveer Singh. Thanks a lot, brother.
Hey, I read some of your tweets.
Yeah, I know. And I've been saying good things. I said good things. Listen, I've stopped tweeting. From the past history in the last 2 months, I think I've realized I need to stay incognito completely. But I cannot say that about you. You have won the world. I was, so I have to say some history as well in some time. But you have blown us all away.
Thank you.
Sara Ali Khan is riding a wave right now. He's been on a wave for the last 10 years. But
you have done very well. Yes. We are very proud of you.
Thank you,
You have done very well.
Thank you,
Ranveer, you know what? I've known her for the last 13 years because I've done a show with her mother. When this one was a bossy girl who used to come and say, what's going on the set? She used to come and stand like this, and she used to always stand like this. You were very bossy as a kid. And you've grown up into this fantastic actress who looks like you're fantastic on screen. But do you remember the time when you used to boss us over on a set of Kavyanjali years ago? Kavyanjali was a serial
Yes.
Years back.
Yeah. No, I'm still bossy.
You're still bossy?
Yeah. I'm still like that.
Really?
Yeah, I'm still like a gregarious fat child,
Yeah.
Am I not?
Yes, that you are.
Yeah.
But bossy, I don't know. Gregarious
I mean,
is different.
not with you, maybe.
Gregarious
Who
is
can be
different.
bossy with him?
Yeah, because of the boss.
Yeah, exactly. No, but really, like
JK,
in general.
lol.
No, but seriously, like I'm quite like that.
Really?
Still a little bit of a gregarious dada.
You're not Bollywoodized yet after one film?
No, I don't
You
think
know
I'll
what?
be.
Yeah.
She's become, and I've never said this to her because it'll go to her head.
Yeah.
She's become more humble after Kedarnath.
Really?
Actually.
You know, that's tough to do because you got some
What
big
does that
numbers.
mean? I wasn't humble?
Well, you were to a degree.
Yeah.
And now it's more.
Now it's more.
Let's focus on the positive.
You were to the manner born. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like I'm a fan of your lineage.
Yeah.
Mansoor Sahab. We all wanted to be cricketers. We followed him.
Yeah.
Your father's got this style about him. Your mother's been this firebrand. I've known her for so long. So you had a lot to do, and you never looked like you were carrying like this big thing on your shoulder, man.
No, when people used to say, do you feel the pressure? In fact, I used to say that I don't like the word pressure because I have this visual of somebody under a rock, exactly like that. The same thing
when you say pressure, I have another visual altogether.
Oh, that's because you have a dirty mind, Ranveer.
Naughty fellow.
No, but like, I think that it's as much as you take, I mean, you don't have to. You carry as much pressure as you want to, I feel.
And this fellow never takes any pressure.
Exactly.
He's a superstar, I would say. Last 2 or 3 years is fantastic.
Take it easy.
But you meet him for the first time, and you've got this Ranveer Singh in your head. Yeah. What was he like with you on the first day?
The first day of shoot or the first day I ever saw him? Because they're different.
Okay, so first day you ever saw him.
First day I ever saw him was like a huge, inappropriate, almost fan moment because we were in Hyderabad.
Yeah. No one has pulled this on me ever, just for the record.
Listen, and I also haven't done this to anybody, I just want you to know that it's not like I'm like one of those, "Arey, sir, please, selfie fan, please."
It was really
Aisa
sweet.
nahi hai.
Really
No, but I'll tell you.
I was pretty touched.
No, I was overwhelmed, okay? So Ranveer was performing and I was sitting in the front row with Jaya ji and I was like recording on my Snapchat, okay? I was recording and he was saying, and all, and I was recording. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is Ranveer Singh. He's performing in front of me, okay? I was like shocked. I mean, it wasn't shocking because actually that's the reason I went. I love Pinky Auntie and I'm really glad that she invited me. But like at least 55% of the reason I went was because I wanted to see Ranveer Singh's performance.
Pinky Auntie is?
Pinky Reddy.
Okay.
Okay.
Vadde log.
Big people.
Vadde log. Unse bhi vadde log.
Yeah.
Sab vadde
So had he seen you recording him?
I don't think he was looking at me recording him. Yeah, he was performing.
Yeah.
But
there were a lot of people there that night.
Like how many? 4,000 or something. There were 4,000 plates. I know that. So I'm assuming there must have been 4,000
Why do you have this information?
I like to know about food and stuff.
All right.
So I went up to Sandeep actually. Sandeep is a friend of mom's and said that, listen, I really want to meet Ranveer. So he said, of course, and we'll organize it and this, that and the other. So he also must have thought, aayegi, selfie legi, she'll leave in 2 minutes. And I've sat there for, I think, how long?
An hour.
And just, I think, on yap.
Gracious host you were.
But I remember telling him that I want you to know I don't do this to people. Remember me saying that? Probably not. I said that I don't go to people's vans and say I'm a big fan.
Remember. Do you remember what you have done?
Listen, now since the cat's out of the bag, you might as well tell me what she's done.
No, he's just joking.
So I finished this performance at this really big wedding, fancy wedding, and I'm in my van and I'm sweating, man. 2 entries and like 12 minutes, and it was hardcore. And then after the performance gets over, we go into the crowd, and then that's like, it's like a lot of people expending a lot of energy. I've just come back to my van. I'm dripping in sweat. I haven't even taken my like jacket off. And there's a knock, and this is Sara Ali Khan milne aayi hai. I said, "Haan, bhej do." And just like she said, I thought she'd like meet me and
go.
Take a picture and leave, you know,
she
respectfully.
Came with a friend. And I realized that it wasn't going to be just a picture. She probably wanted to chat. So I said, "Haan, baitho, baitho." And
she didn't leave.
She wouldn't leave.
She and her girlfriend are having a party inside my van. And it went on for an hour. The guy, the valet is coming and being like, "Sir, aap gaadi ready agar aapko jana hai ya na kuch." I was like pretty taken by surprise, or you could say storm, because she really has a lot of personality. She's full of beans.
Oh yeah, she does.
And she can talk to you endlessly about anything under the sun. And I mean that in the best way possible. You really do have a winning personality.
Thank you.
So I was quite taken by this girl, I was like, acha, or? And I'm just like, And millennials in general fascinate me so.
When you say millennials, we suddenly sound so old. So don't say millennials.
Millennial stars.
That's true. You know, the two of you actually, that we have this great charisma about you, and you've always had that with you. You know, we were just discussing this. You weren't any different even with Band Baja. You know, you were the same then. I guess they've just now come to accept everything that you do because you become this superstar. Are you far more comfortable now being what you do and where you...
It's true.
I'm very disappointed, first of all, in you. What is this sober nonsense that you're wearing?
Yeah,
it's so sober.
What do you mean?
It's fantastic, but it's totally sober. Where's the
I'm behaving
color?
myself at least. Yesterday we'd gone to Radio Trails and he was like in this black on black, and I was wearing this like Ranveer inspired tracksuit.
Yeah.
High
You
five,
read my, what's it called, caption on Instagram?
Repping your boy.
Inspired by my hero.
Repping your boy.
Yeah, but it's true.
That's how you rep your boy. I'm so proud of you. And anybody saying anything about that outfit,
look at the camera and say it.
Anybody
to everybody.
Purple checks.
Anybody saying anything about that outfit to my Sara can...
Did somebody say anything? Did somebody say something?
People think it's not cool, man.
No, it's cool. It's looking awesome. He looks awesome as well.
Yeah.
Now, but listen, so now what you do is national news. Whatever you say is national statements. Are you loving this? I mean, you have to like the attention, don't you?
I like attention. I've always liked attention.
Yeah.
But I believe anything in excess could be a not so pleasant experience. Sometimes is too much scrutiny. Sometimes, you know, it's too invasive. Sometimes you want it's now actually now that you're talking about it, it's reached a stage where my endeavor is to try and keep things private.
Really?
You know, it's ulta. So it's nice, it's lovely. I do agree with you though. The same things that people used to say in a very critical way, as criticism is now suddenly a great thing.
Absolutely.
You know?
So different.
But yeah, I mean, it's really, I have received so much love and appreciation for my work, and the best part is when I go out and meet people, and a lot of it happens nowadays during promotions. You go out and you meet like dozens of people. That interaction, you know, because that's in person, it's tangible, it's palpable, it's there, it's one-on-one, it's tactile. You can touch, feel, meet, hug, take photos, and actually feel it. You know,
and he's the most loved star by all the paparazzi.
I think by like a large margin.
Yeah. He's the only one, you know, every time a fan will come, he'll make the fan feel like they belong, you know, and that's the best part of you. You know, you meet so many million people, And Sara, this is the one docket you need to figure out from him. How to keep it going, man, bro. That's the reason why we love you. And you know, I'll tell you something. I think the audiences felt far more connected with you, obviously, because so much of your personal life was there in the last year, month and a half or 2 months. It wasn't the film. So now the aunties and the uncles and the sisters who haven't seen your films also, oh, bada acha ladka hai yaar. Oh, sweet hai. So that has changed a lot, and I think this is a great timing for Simmba as well. I mean, you know, I think Aankh Hamare has become the anthem of the world.
Boom!
So congratulations.
Party anthem of the season. Boom! Yeah. Boom!
So you know, you had good.
Everywhere we go, yesterday we were at a wedding. We had such a
hit
blast.
गाने की क्या value होती है यार?
You had a lot of hit songs.
Yeah, but I know the value.
Now even I
know the value. Yeah.
Listen, Khali Bali is still #1 hit, but have you seen your memes on Khali Bali?
No.
There's so many memes.
I saw the Gangnam Style. That was wild. They remixed Gangnam Style and Khali Bali. It was
It
epic.
matches totally. Totally. Yeah. I'll show you guys that. And then he starts dancing.
Opa, Gangnam Style.
Is it like that?
It's wild.
You have to see it. If you type it, you get it. Okay, so first day on the set, you all meet, and suddenly now you all have to be professionals. Is he?
I'm sorry, I'm still in Gangnam Style. Opa,
it's never normal with Ranveer Singh.
Ever.
That's what I love. But how is he so normal in a take? That's what I want to know. Does he switch on and switch off?
It's not during a take. I think it's on set only. Yeah. Like, in fact, it's funny that you asked, because even I, you know, thought that, you know, he'd be like this on set and stuff, but he's not. I think he's like one of the most focused people ever. Yeah. He conserves all his energy for real work, as opposed to just like messing around and like, you know, playing the fool and people pleasing. He doesn't do all that. Yeah. I tell people also, you know, that like I feel that he's arguably the biggest star. Yeah. Not even arguably, he's the biggest star in our country, you know. But he has the focus, the dedication and the work ethic that I don't even think like a rank newcomer would have. The way he rehearses, the way he is on set, I mean, it's really incredible.
मैं अनिल कपूर से सीखा हुआ हूँ ना। वो हमेशा से कहते हैं ना मैं अभी भी स्ट्रगलर हूँ।
Listen, but
अभी भी स्ट्रगलर हूँ। भूख।
If the 90s was, you know, people from zero backgrounds coming because of Shah Rukh Khan, the 2000s is because of you. You know, you're from the outside. You understand the responsibility that you have.
No,
she's again from the inside. And it's fantastic. You open doors. People say, this boy can do it. Anybody can. And you know what? The thing is, I don't think they ever gave you enough credit when you came in. True. That you'd be able to become such a big superstar.
True.
Isn't that been also very... Have you worked double hard because of that as well?
No, I did my best in whatever I could. I have a tremendous amount of value for the opportunities. I'm working with the finest filmmakers now, you know. Yeah. Like look at it, yeah. I come out of a Bhansali film. I work with Zoya Akhtar. Then I work with Rohit Shetty. Then I'm doing a Kabir Khan movie. It's like wild, you know. And I don't lose sight of when there was none of this. There was none of this hoopla, you know, where I'd give an arm to catch a glimpse of the kind of people that I meet and interact with, and like these filmmakers, you know, that I'm working with. You know, people ask me nowadays. An uncle of mine asked me at my wedding, took me aside and he said, because he knows me from back in the day, he said, and then he also he knew me around the time that I started. Yeah. He said, did you ever imagine it would be like this? Yeah. And I was like, no. I realized when he asked me that was that the stuff that's happening with me is actually beyond my wildest imagination. Given that things are so surreal, I just try and keep it really simple. I try and just focus on the core work, you know. Just, there's a lot of peripheral stuff that happens, a lot of noise, you could say.
Of course.
But you've got to cultivate the habit of filtering and weeding out stuff that's not the core of what you do.
Which is very tough.
You got to channel your energy
very tough
towards
for your
the
kind
core.
of level of stardom there. Understand?
Yeah, you've got to work on your character. You got to do the acting, do the work. You know, and I have like I was saying, have a tremendous amount of value for these opportunities. So, and I have this deeply ingrained philosophy in me that I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You know, tomorrow, this could be the last interview that I'm giving. It could be the last film that I do, the last live show that I do. So if you just, it's deeply ingrained in me. Then my approach towards everything is like that. Like this is the last time it's ever going to happen. So I just give it everything, you know. And
constantly and all the time.
And yes, we did make light of it. But yes, there is a lot to learn from the way Anil Kapoor is. You know,
yeah, that's true. No, I completely agree with that, man.
And you know,
he's adapted with the times unbelievably well.
It's like the guy does. It's like he's doing his first movie. He's so hungry. Yeah. You know. So yeah, it was very, very inspiring to me to see that in spite of having such a great legacy and a body of work, having put in so many years, he still got that kind of enthusiasm for the material, that kind of desire to do well, and that kind of hunger for good work. He is a hero to me in more ways than one, and I hope that I can be like him when I reach that stage.
I'm going to show him this clip when we meet again. We take a little break and come back, and lots more on the other side. Don't go anywhere. All right, you're back on Star Stop, and we've got Simmba that is upon us. She can barely get out of Kedarnath and these many, many crores that it's making. The star on the horizon, Sara Ali Khan, and the superstar of our times now, Ranveer Singh. Thanks for joining us.
Ladki chha gayi ji, chha gayi.
Yeah, you know what? So I was seeing you on the screen and I said, you looked like you were lit up.
Hai na?
Alag.
Thank you.
So when you're watching us...
Thank you, Tushar sir. He's my DOP.
Nikhra hua.
Bilkul.
Gori chitti. Hamari Sara.
बहुत कमाल की acting की थी. You know, when you see yourself, were you like saying, yeah, I nailed it?
No.
Come on.
Not at all. Not at all.
Did your mom say you nailed it?
Mom is happy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, mom cried.
That's great, right?
At the end of the film.
At the end of the film?
Yeah, she's cried. So that was like a big one. And it wasn't one of those, "Hi, मेरी बेटी heroine बन गई." हमारा नाक काट रही है वाला crying.
She probably also cried like in the opening credits.
No.
When you first come on screen.
No. She didn't cry.
When your name comes.
Like, a little like that.
Yeah, she's like that, man.
Yeah. She was like nervous. She was nervous. Yeah. She was nervous. By interval, she was relaxed, and by the end, I think she was like emotional. So touch wood, I think it went well. Yeah.
So when did you suddenly feel like, you know, I think I'm doing well?
Even we were shooting our
song.
I
wish I was there. I love like being there for debutante screenings.
Yeah, you were shooting our song. We were shooting that day.
There's so much emotion.
Halfway through, then
There's so much emotion.
But have you understood, like, so at the time of this interview, about 45 crores in, he'll understand numbers way more. You already told her. When did you understand and suddenly realize that, damn, I think I've done really good?
You know, I mean, I'll be honest with you, like, by the time the reviews started coming in, one was like, okay, I'm not like that, like
Friday, Saturday.
Thursday, Friday only. Like, the reviews were positive.
And they said it's a Sara Ali Khan film. Do you know that?
That's really sweet.
That became, that's the biggest turning point and talking point that suddenly became. So
that's humbling.
Did you celebrate?
Yeah, of course.
Where? Like party with your friends?
No, at promotions with the interviewers saying thank you so much, thank you so much. Oh really, thank you so much. But that's the, honestly, jokes apart, that's the time, because between dubbing for Simmba and promoting Kedarnath, one has really not had even 5 minutes to like really soak it in. So it's actually during promotions that I'm talking about it and realizing what's happened.
Well, she's got
so I'm actually enjoying myself quite a lot, because people are like, oh, it's done well, and I'm like, yeah, really, thank you so much. But
you might wind up with a first day collection with Simmba of this much.
Yeah,
so that's
God willing more.
Let's talk about it. I mean, he might get 50 on the first day.
Yeah.
You walk into this insane setup, larger than life director, larger than life star, and you know you've got Karan Johar in there. Everyone's out there promoting it. Was it a huge shift from, say, Abhishek to Rohit?
See, I'll tell you, I mean, like, it's not just during promotions, it's during the shoot itself that, you know, I mean, I feel every film set, correct me if I'm wrong, is different. And every, you know, team that you work with is different. But yes, I can't deny the fact that working with Ranveer Singh and Rohit Shetty was and still is extremely overwhelming, you know, and you take a minute in between these hectic schedules to just tell yourself that, wow, man, you landed a Rohit Shetty Ranveer Singh film. Like, one's really privileged. And Rohit sir gave me
hustled.
This, yeah, I did. I totally
did. You hustled hard.
And Rohit sir gave me this film without, you know, Kedarnath. I mean, obviously, they're releasing he hadn't.
No?
He hadn't.
Just vibe.
Really?
He hadn't seen the film.
Just based on vibe and energy.
Wow.
And I mean, like, I appreciate what Gattu sir has done for me, and he's given me my first film. But Rohit sir also, I mean, he gave me Simmba when nobody in the industry was going to touch me because there was issues going on with Kedarnath. And, you know, he just said, nahi, you know, is ladki ko lunga main. And I mean, that was just really, really, I mean, I'm so grateful to him. And I
well, you're a good investment apparently, really quickly. She's giving some good gains. You and Rohit also?
Yeah.
You know, from the Ching ad to the... Man, that was like a film also. Yeah. So you all hit it off really well on the first day, right?
Immediately. It also helps that I'm a huge fan of his work. Yeah. He's made some movies that I think are really amongst the greatest commercial cinema we've ever seen. Yeah. Especially Golmaal 3, bro. I think that movie is like next level.
I think the whole series, is hilarious. So there'll be parts where I'll say, I'm not liking this part, and then there'll be something that'll just come.
It's hilarious right after that, and you're like, okay.
Non-stop. Golmaal 3, Singham, Chennai Express.
I love Chennai Express.
So these are my favorite movies of his. I've been a huge fan of his work and I've always wanted to be a part of this genre. I've always wanted to do these really mass-oriented films, these masala films, these large canvas, big-ticket blockbusters.
And there's an element of comedy also.
Yeah, that appeal to a very, very wide scope of audience. And you're right, I've actually never forayed into this kind of comedy. Yeah. So I always wanted to do it, but I didn't just want to do the genre. As in, I wouldn't do it without, unless it was him. Because to me, he's the gold standard. He is the benchmark in the genre. He's the my baap of masala. He really knows his shit when it comes to these types of movies. You know, it's just, and it's so wonderful that everybody in his team who's worked with him for over 10 years, even Karan sir, who's seen parts of the film, large parts of the film, almost the whole film, he said this is his most assured work. Simmba is his most assured work as a director.
This is your best film till now, is what
That's what the team is saying.
When we saw it together.
Karan doesn't praise so easily.
No, he doesn't.
He actually criticizes very easily.
Yeah.
And he would have said openly, you know, he was genuinely taken aback, right? And he said that.
He's part producer.
Yeah. So suddenly you have this film now. There's this hangover that people will have of an Ajay Devgan. So did that ever? Because you know you can't be like, you're obviously not aping anything there. It's different.
Because see, on the face of it, maybe. Yeah. And the very fact that Ajay sir has a cameo in Simmba.
I was just going to say, obviously, that it wouldn't have worked.
It's the same universe, but I have no doubt Simmba is a very distinctive character because, I mean, I've done a lot of the characterization myself, and I'm very confident that, you know, with that, given that the narrative is driven by the central character, that is vastly different from not just Singham, but anything or any other character that we may have seen in the recent past, for sure.
I have this great affinity towards Simmba because of Lion King anyway.
Yeah, the name is very endearing.
It's my favorite play also on Broadway.
The name is very endearing.
Yeah, it is totally.
Simmba.
So it's very much a lovable rogue, and it's a front-footed entertainer. Something I've been, you know, aching to do. And yes, that ad was actually, in a way, my way of
testing the waters.
Not testing the waters, just pitching myself, you could say. You know, we had this Ching's ad, and the budget was huge. Yeah. And we were like,
we saw.
Yeah, we were like, what do we do with it? Yeah. We honestly tried to get Guy Ritchie for it. What? Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. For some reason, like the dates didn't work out or whatever. I was
they had the money for Guy Ritchie?
Yeah.
Wow. Because they had the money for you as well.
So Guy Ritchie didn't happen for whatever reason, but we were like, the only person in India who can mount this is Rohit Shetty. And they were like, I was like, at least ask, you know, because he's never ever done an ad before. So it was a kind of like an out-of-the-box idea. Yeah. So I was like, one must at least ask. Yeah. And we asked, and he was very excited to do it. Yeah. He was like, creatively, I think I'm going to do this. I was like, bye. Whatever you want, just do it. Yeah. So he was like, I don't know about this, I don't know about that. I would rather do it this way. Everybody was like, sir, do whatever you want. We went, we shot in Hyderabad, I think, was it 2 days? I can't remember the number of days, but they just flew by. And it was instant. It was instant. I knew that this is going to be epic. When I do a movie with him, it's going to be epic. I knew it immediately because it just fits, you know. The energy is just.
Yeah, I can imagine with the two.
Rohit sir and Ranveer Singh, you can just visualize it, you know.
He's actually Ranveer ye karna hai, sir. He talks also very relaxed way. I like the way he is also. Yeah. But it's looking rocking, and you know, I have to say this before we leave. I'm super jealous of you because of your Aston Martin.
Brother.
It is beautiful, it is beautiful. Yeah. The trappings of fame. Have you bought anything for yourself yet? With the big signings that you're about to do?
No. God willing, just now.
Don't tell me your mom's going to stop you from buying something.
Mom won't stop me.
So what's the one big thing that you want to buy? I know you have everything, but still, after you become a star, what's the one thing that you want to buy for yourself?
I want to go to New York once.
You want to go to New York?
Yeah. I'm not a very materialistic kind of chick. Like, if I can travel and eat, I'm good. Really. I'm more eat than travel.
Sign a film that's in New York. Sign a film with Karan Johar. He'll shoot in New York.
Karan, give me a film, please.
Till the next time, guys, I will see you soon. These two are going to light up the screen very soon. And
28th December.
I'm pretty sure they know the date. And also, December has been fantastic for her. And the whole year has been fantastic for him.
November.
Yeah. December. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.